Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again for the very first time to the Fonts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 11 of Sekiro, the complete series. Hope you guys are all doing well today. And on today's episode, as I mentioned before, we are using different settings. This is kind of a follow-up to the episode before last, I think? Episode 9, I think? Where I did some CQP stuff. And, what is that? Bleh. Bleh. A hair in my mouth. Yeah, not one of mine. And, yeah, this is a kind of refined / updated version of that suite of settings. So, hopefully it'll be a little bit better. It should be a little bit more optimized, but we'll see how things go. Also, new thing today, as I mentioned in the last episode, I'm using my new 8BitDo Pro 2 for Xbox. And it is the newest version. The newer versions have like detachable cable, which I'm not crazy about. The original had like a fixed cable with like partway like towards the USB port. It had like the breakaway connector thing that Xbox controllers like have had for a long time. At least the original ones did. I don't know if Xbox even makes first-party wired controllers anymore. That is a good question. Anyway, this one is more... the cable is more generic. The one, it feels pretty good for a standard... I mean, it's not standard, but for a pretty standard, like USB-C to USB-A cable, the USB-C side is like fitted a little bit to kind of like kind of sit in the port of the controller like pretty firmly. It's fine. It's just like they don't... The other thing that kind of bothers me about it too is like the original version had a 10-foot cable. This one is like 2 meters, I think. So like roughly 6 feet, and it's... I don't like that. Like, why make the cable shorter? And like, kinda shittier? But anyway, the big difference is this one has the... Wait, is there a scratch on it already? No. Okay. It's like the powder white color, and it looks and feels great. And I'll have like a full video about this controller in the future. I just need more time with it. I haven't used it very much. Probably for a total of 2 hours at this point. Really have not used it very much. But yeah, it has Hall effect sticks, so drift proof. And yeah, it comes with the 8BitDo. This one at least came with the 8BitDo analog stick caps, like the silicone light grip caps things, which are fantastic, and they really help with the level of control quite a bit. And you can disable the dead zones, which is very nice. It doesn't really have any bearing in this game though, because as far as the dead zones go, because this is Sekiro, the PS4 version running on the PS5, and A little burr. There you go. And the game by default has dead zones that you cannot disable. I thought it was the adapter for a while because I am using this with my new Rook Wingman FGC2, which I could be using the Wingman XE2 because it is a PS4 game. And full video coming as well on the FGC2. But yeah, so far it's been really, really good. And there's only, like, honestly, there are a lot of games on console where, like, default dead zones are just a thing. It's not, like, on a system level, although for the UI, I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, a default dead zone. But, it doesn't. Watching the cat today, and she is being disruptive, aren't you? Yeah, you're being disruptive. No. Not up there. Not while I'm recording. So you're fine. You have everything you need. She just has this thing where immediately after she goes to the bathroom, she likes to have attention. Like, hey, I just peed / poop / whatever. I just did my business. Look at me. I went like, cool, good for you. It's not gonna change what it is. No, it's not even yours. Trying to get into some stuff. It's like, I'm feeling rambunctious. Pay attention. Like, I get it. You just went potty. What was I saying about that? Oh, so those are going to be 2 separate stick tips episodes. Like, one on the adapter, which is going to touch on, like, a bunch of controllers that I've been testing on it, and one on the controller itself. But again, I kind of need more time with both because I need to testing, gathering data, which is kind of also what I've been doing for, getting these, like, settings and stuff set up correctly. So yeah, taking a lot of notes. If I've been seeming distracted over the past several episodes of this series, that is why. I'm, like, kind of taking notes as I go and stuff. Although for the bulk of the episodes, like, trying to actually focus on the game itself, because it is fantastic, and that is why the game audio is boosted the way that it is. But yeah, last episode we went through a little bit more of Hirata Estate. Also kind of talked about the plan, went back to our aspiring merchant friend, let him know that the Ashina samurai needs salt, and he made a nice little profit with that information. But now he needs an assistant, so we can't get him an assistant for a while. But yeah, Ashina Outskirts is done. Ashina Castle is not. Broad strokes. Kind of went around and grabbed the important stuff. And I decided to take a break on that for now. Man, even the buttons feel better. Maybe it's just because it's, like, newer? I don't think that's what it is. They may have quietly upgraded the conductive rubber membranes. I don't know. Anyway, I will try to not do that as much during this episode, get randomly distracted and be like, oh man, this controller, blah, 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 blah. It's like, ah, shit. fucking this controller, blah, blah, blah. You know, I will do my best to keep it to myself and just make notes of it later. It's just kind of hard because, like, if I don't talk about the stuff while it's on my mind, it probably won't make it into my notes later. The ABXY definitely feel a little bit more tactile. That is what I'll say. A lot of it feels similar to the original version of this controller, but there are like quite little refinements here and there, I will say. So anyway, we're gonna finish Hirata is the plan, basically for now. Because again, this is the first playthrough. This is a complete series, so we are going to be doing 4 playthroughs. Because there are 4 endings, the default ending and then 3 like special endings. So for the first playthrough, where we're doing the default ending, yeah, I am just going to go by memory. I'm not using a guide for anything. There might be one thing. The one thing I might look up is our merchant friend assistant thing. That is one of the oddly particular things in this game. And there's a couple of ways where you can screw it up. So I will probably look that up, but for the most part, because as I mentioned before, slight spoiler, but I won't go into detail. If you do his quest and like help him in his dream of becoming like this big time merchant, you get a key item that carries over into New Game Plus that gives you a 10% discount on all items from all merchants. Just permanently. So it's pretty great to do that first. Plus he has some stuff in his shop like later. He keeps expanding his wares. So if you at least do that on the first playthrough, it helps quite a bit because you get access to some stuff that you ordinarily can't buy. And he's kind of the only merchant in the game that's like that. There are other merchants where, like, I think, well, definitely the one that moves into Dilapidated Temple, the guy that we found in Ashina Castle and helped him out, and then he just showed up here. He does also expand his wares over time, but to the same degree. So we want to do the side path, right? Because as I mentioned in the last episode, we basically have 3 paths we can take right now. So if we go this way, there are 2. Actually, there might be a third in that direction. I don't remember. But the other thing we didn't do... Oh, wait, you guys... No? Okay. I didn't even see you, buddy. Actually, you know what? The axe guy? Yeah. try this out. Oh. Hmm. That is actually kinda strange. I guess I... Hold on. Hmm. Quick question for you guys. I don't know, let me... Because I don't actually have an Xbox, which is kind of strange because I have two Xbox controllers. I mean, I do have an Xbox 360 that I don't use because it needs a lot of hardware work done on it. Potentially like hardware modding. Last time I turned it on, it sounded like a jet engine and it heated up very fast. It's like one of those, yeah, I could... potential projects at some point. Anyway, not important. But yeah, if you're an Xbox player, specifically Xbox Series, because I don't know if it was a thing, just like, yeah, Xbox Series, like X or S, you know, the latest generation of Xbox at the time of recording. The console, not like, oh, I play Xbox games on PC. No, I mean the Xbox console, which again, branding stuff, it kind of bothers me, but whatever. It feels great. I've heard. I don't know. Does it matter? Fuck no. There it is. Xbox doesn't have like haptic triggers, right? For like L2, R2? I guess LT, RT, right? Left trigger, right trigger. Which I just remembered, yeah. On this controller, they are labeled as LTRT and LBRB. Which I kind of wish they didn't do that because B and T kind of sound very similar. Just like it doesn't sound as good to me. I don't know. L1, L2, R1, R2 is just like a little bit more straightforward, I guess. I mean, I get it. The buttons and triggers, right? Because the shoulder buttons are buttons, but for a long time, like, the L2 and R2 have been analog triggers, not necessarily on all platforms, but for, you know, Xbox and PlayStation for a few generations now. So I get that. But are they haptic on Xbox? Or is it just like their own version of haptics, kind of? Like there's... Because I remember in the... No, they do. They have vibration motors. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Because that was showed... That came up in the Ultimate Software, X, I think is what they call it. The, like, the other version of 8BitDo's Ultimate Software, the one that's like usable either off of the Microsoft Store or the Xbox console itself, which is pretty fucking cool, gotta say. If they ever make officially licensed like PlayStation controllers, which would be incredibly dope, and it would completely subvert the need for these adapters I love picking up. So I'm sure Brooke might be disappointed, but you know, if it's good biz, why not, right? It would just be nice to be able to do that on console. Like, that is way cooler. Like, about Xbox, you don't even need a PC to configure all that. You can just do it on the console. That is freaking sweet. But yeah, I think the original version had that too, where they have the vibration motors and the LT and RT. And yeah, if the LT was also a button, it'd be a BLT. Anyway, the original version, the triggers were a lot more stiff. These ones are like softer, which I don't mind particularly. It still feels good, but it is a noticeable difference. Like, to me, it just feels better. Like, because the buttons are a bit more tactile, but like the face buttons, the ABXY, but the triggers are definitely softer. They still feel like they have very good action to them, but like there's less resistance there. Isn't there an eavesdropping thing for these guys or something? I guess he's by himself, huh? Are you gonna... No, there's definitely an eavesdrop thing here. Is it not him? Anyway, this is the side path off the river I was talking about before, where I was like, yeah, everything else is pretty much done up until this point, except for this path. Are you just gonna stay there? Okay. I guess if I sneak... There should be... Oh, there it is. Can I... How... Why is the eavesdrop option not coming up? Can I... No? Can't hug the wall? Well, I mean, it's not a wall, but... Maybe these guys are just not that observant? There we go.
I bet the estate fire is totally out of control by now.
Yeah. If anyone's gonna get out, their only choice is to use this cave.
Don't let a single rat escape. Lord Juzo's orders.
I know. And I don't mind at all. I can't stand selfish bastards who leave everyone else behind at the first sign of danger.
Mm-hmm. So I guess this is the main path to the estate. There's another way to get there, but... Oh, yeah, there's a guy right there. I think I can sneak up on you. Yeah? Shit. Okay, those guys didn't notice. You're one of those shield guys. Ah, you're one of those axe guys, aren't you? Are you an axe man? Shit. That's early. think there's still... Okay, so both of those guys came out. I think there's one more. There he is. I can't sneak up on you, huh? That's fine. Can I, borrow that torch? Okay, so that's the path. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but, I think there is a free prayer bead or gourd seed coming up. It's probably a prayer bead considering we're already at 7 gourd drinks. And I believe, oh shit, I believe 10 is the maximum if I remember right. Can you stop walking this way? Those guys in the special robes, the spears. I know it's not a spear, it's a naginata. Pretty sure? They are kind of a pain to deal with. Okay, you're gonna turn around, right? Can you just have one? Yeah, you're a single death blow guy, okay. It's gotta turn around, right? Yeah, dope. These guys are strong as shit. I would rather not fight them head on. There's one... I think there's one more. Oh, he's facing this way, son of a bitch. I don't think he's gonna turn around. We could try the spear. I don't think it's as good for interrupting attacks yet. I think that happens later. Oh wait, can I sneak you? Oh, because we enhanced the stealth. I think we can sneak this guy. Oh fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Nope. Oh dude, really? Bulging coin purse, dude. Yeah, the first one. So that's huge, because bulging coin purse is like 1,000 sen, I'm pretty sure. I did not expect that to work, man. I think that was a scripted thing, though. Because yeah, the monks are mostly the ones who, like, use the sugars and stuff, so I think that little an item on the other side of this, what? Oh, can I just... Oh. Oh, what? Oh, this is that ledge. Now that branch makes sense, dude. I don't think I knew this was here. But yeah, holy shit. Like, this might... Oh, this might just be because... this controller is new. Again, that's why testing is required. But this feels so fucking good. Like, it's not just because, like, the form factor, you know? Because, like, it's a Pro 2. I have, like, the other Xbox one, the Bluetooth one for the Switch, and a wired one. So yeah, like 3 other Pro 2 controllers. And the SN30 Pro Plus, which was basically the Pro 2 before the Pro 2 was a thing. So kind of 4, but technically in the Pro 2 line, like 3 other ones. And like, yeah, if I didn't have the stick tip show, like, I wouldn't personally. I mean, probably they are my favorite controllers. But yeah, it's man, this area is fucking cool. This is definitely my favorite one. Hmm. Uh. Bang and light attack with the tool and sword simultaneously, or one after another. Excuse me? Oh, depending on the tool. Gotcha. Okay. Mid-air prosthetic. Fang and Blade is fine. I don't think I ever use it, to be real. Mid-air prosthetic is... I guess I don't use as much. It's kind of like the mid-air like combat arts thing. Like, in the way that I use it, at least. Because, like, for the mid-air, like, Ichimonji double, like, I love using. Plus, like, pretty sure you can use it, like, since it's mid-air, like, during a grapple, you can kind of, like, key it up. It's mainly the axe that he uses for. And that's basically all it is. It's just like so you can key things up faster or preemptively before you actually get to your target. Because for a lot of the better things in the game, there's like a good amount of windup. Fang and Blade just kind of gives you combos for certain things. So I know a Nightjar Slash is pretty good. When I mesh, we're gonna add force to the blow. President may have heavy steel. Used in a similar capacity. It's not something I use that much. It's cool, it looks good. Oh, actually, I do know what this is. Okay, so after Nightjar Slash, yeah, there's a follow-up attack to the Nightjar Slash that makes it more usable. It's still lesser than other things that you acquire. This thing right here, I don't know what this is. And Flash broken, easy backside of the mill bow. I never use this. Be real? Posture broken. Yeah, if they're posture broken, usually I just keep attacking. It sounds like it could be pretty OP, but for most enemies it doesn't happen that much. Shinobi Eyes would be good. I'd have to get this first. Okay. So that would technically be 4 points. But we can see all of these. And we can see all of these. So it'd be nice to be able to see what these ones are. Let's get Fang and Blade. Alright. Projected Force. This one's okay. It's fine. Oh, another medicine one? Okay. Yeah, Fang and Blade can be good. Okay. Yeah. These are obviously both very good. Okay. At least now we know what we're getting, so. Except for this, but I can already tell you it's something I don't use, so. Yeah, let's go buy another coin purse real quick. Because I'm going to do something risky here in a second. Because there is a boss coming up pretty soon over there. I don't want to do that, though. Not yet.
Greetings! Go on! Until next time, good sir. I'm counting on you to find someone big.
Yes. You want an assistant. Okay. So now if I die, I won't be losing a bunch of experience or sen, so that is very nice. Very, very nice. Main hall, cool. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember it being a good item. I don't remember what it is. Frames, bitch. It's actually pretty good. Okay. Don't kick dirt at me. Yeah. It's somewhere in here, I think. Okay. Divine confetti, that's good. It's rare. Isn't there another guy in here that, like... It's already open. Why is that already open? Isn't that the chest? Yeah, I thought there was a chest in here. I mean, I guess it looks a little bit different. It's a mimic! No, just kidding. Huh. I thought I remembered... Huh. That is kind of strange. Okay, yeah, it's... Oh, we're down to 4? Yeah, never mind. No, of course you can't grab that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything back here. Yeah. I mean, we could probably do this now. kind of low on healing, but where is the guy? There's supposed to be a guy here. Oh, there he is. Anyway, if we could talk to him, I usually make it a point to talk to NPCs and shit. However, I think if you do, he just like rushes in there. He's like, I am a blah 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 blah. I am so pissed. Prepare to die. And yeah. It's a bad idea. Because there are a lot of guys around here. Because that leader that the other grunt mentioned before is here. And he is the field boss in this area. And you can kind of see the side of him. I don't want this guy to be able to see me. It's that big guy back there. Shit. Alright.
Done well for a rogue. You are a worthy shinobi. My duty is to promote each matters.
Yep.
Hear me! My name is Nogami Gensa. I stood with the Ashina when they claimed this land.
Motherfucker. Are you serious? Really? Bullshit. Are you fucking serious? Dude. Like, the death blow thing was there. And I hit R1. Son of a bitch. And it was just like, no, you didn't quite get it. It's like, ugh. Like, I'm not gonna fight all these fuckers. There is like... whatever. Sure you want to do that, Chief? Anybody else want to come over here and try their luck? Like, huh? Well, I guess he's just gone. They can, like, clearly see me over here. Like, yeah, man, I guess we just lost track of him. Alright. Anyway. These guys in the side thing, I think will join the fight. The guys on the other side like the ones I just ran past. They don't. Motherfucker. Anyway, what I wanted to do before is get this guy early, because bam. You piece of shit. Frames, motherfucker. Fuck. Damn it. Yatch. Ah.
Hear me! My name is Nogami Gensai! I stood with the Ashina when they claimed this land!
Good for you, dude. Were you just waiting until I beat them? Like, it's kind of a weird flex, man. Like, yeah. By the way, I'm also here. I totally wasn't riding the coattails of that random shinobi.
Looks like this place is clear.
Yeah, I wonder who did that. I wonder who helped you out with your fucking vendetta. Coincidentally. We still got 5 more, okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember the timings for his shit. But that guy is a perfect example of like, yeah, you don't have to deflect, man. You can just do the step dodge and then keep attacking, and then he goes down like super quick. Is there another guy? I don't remember if there's another guy. I thought there were dudes in here. Maybe? No? There are more. Anyway, these are like the actual, like, Hirata family. Like, some of these people are definitely not fighters, as you can see. Part of the branch family, I think, is what they said before. Did I actually already take out all the enemies in here? I thought there was another one. Just gonna leave those items for a second because I'm coming back. There is another thing. There's a person we need to talk to. I swear there's another enemy in here. At least one. Some of them like to hide. There's one. There we go. Oops. Did not mean to talk to him.
The young masters. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Dreadful illusion techniques. Without a snap seed, it cannot be overcome. Take this. It's not much, but it's what I have.
That was a weird read. Yeah, actually, you are totally fine, even if you don't bring snap seeds.
Listen. Without a snap seed, you cannot overcome that illusion technique.
Bullshit.
I tried my best to be his guardian, but look at me now. The Hirata line is finished. I must save my mother at the very least. Listen,
Yeah, sure. Shit, this guy is actually a guy that we've talked to before.
Of our eyes saw a dreadful vision. It was pouring out more and more. It wouldn't stop, wouldn't stop. The young master is deep in the mansion. My son, Inosuke, went to rescue him. So he's probably fine, but you never know. The young master might need you, rogue shinobi. Go to him, will you?
That's the thing I don't understand about this. Like, maybe it was a localization thing or something, but from a fairly... actually, they didn't clarify when that happened. Never mind. It doesn't mess with the continuity. I thought it did. But, like, I thought I thought Wolf was Kuro's shinobi for, like, a very long time. But, like, people here, which he does have... I forget who says it. He does have familiarity with the Hirata family. Like, obviously. And she's like, oh, son of Owl, blah, blah, blah. But a couple of these characters refer to him as a rogue shinobi, and I was I know he's the Divine Heir's shinobi, but maybe he wasn't. Kuro probably wasn't the Divine Heir at the time, but I'm fairly fucking sure that Wolf was his shinobi. But I don't know, that cutscene at the beginning of the game when L was like, he is your master now. It could have been after this series of events, I guess, which this whole thing takes place like, I think 3 years in the past.
Horror! The young master is the rogue shinobi.
Yeah, he's not rogue shinobi. But I don't know, maybe she just doesn't know Wolf that well. I don't know. It's the in the game, like the timeline that they present is a little bit dubious. Dozing powder. Found some dozing powder. Okay. And this may look familiar because yes, it is one of these. And I know both of those rewards are like, who cares? No, that looks like a stone wall. That's there should be. Is that it? It's not it. I thought there was a chest in here. Specifically in this room. There it is. Prayer bead, baby. Okay. I think that's all there is here. Is this one? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So that does it for the main path? It should. And we're almost to another skill point. Okay. Let's just go ahead and take this guy out real quick. That's not quite enough. It's still not enough. I was thinking, since we already have close to 1,000, it would be nice to get to 1,100, so we could get 2. There is a guy in there. Actually, there's 2 guys. Fuckers. Oh, right. Oh, shit. There we go. Okay. Oh, we are completely out of time. Sorry guys, I didn't realize we hit the hour already. Yeah, so far in the testing, this controller's been really fucking good. I should test something else on the next episode though.
Greeting. Go
As much as I would love to just keep using this. Oh, he's out? Oh.
Until next time,
Hey,
good
Lois, I'm out. Under the table right now. Peter. Hey, Dad, your name is Peter. It is. Alright. Low-hanging fruit. It's an actual, like, penis joke. Anyway. Reference of a reference can be a joke, but you gotta make sure that it's presented correctly or else it's not funny. It's like, oh shit, why did I have to create a cadence? Okay, what's not done is the stuff past the bamboo thicket slope. So we need to go back and do that in the next episode, which again, I'll be testing a different controller. I think we can hit up the merchant back here. Oh! Shigendo. The other reason we went there, because that is another merchant who has stuff.
Hey, they're still at.
Pretty cool. Some merchants in this game carry stuff. It's pretty nice. Pretty convenient.
Until next time.
Mm-hmm. Don't finish that. We have 1 sen to our name. Very cool. Do we have anything else? I don't think we picked up anything else of note. Like, we got some cash, we got some prayer beads, obviously. A bunch of items. Yeah. We didn't really get anything. I mean, progress. Like, we made it all the way to the thing. Not gonna spoil what it is, but the Hirata audience chamber is what the game calls it. Beyond that is the main boss. Like the boss, the one that will have a memory to permanently increase our attack power. Which will be great, but yeah, we need to go back to Bamboo Thicket Slope, and there are still 2 paths that I know of after this one. One of the paths comes to a pretty quick dead end, but the other one is like a bit more complex, a little bit more complicated. There's more stuff to do at the other one. Are we still at the outskirts? Oh, I guess technically the dilapidated temple is part of the outskirts. Okay, right, alright. Very cool. So, yeah, in case you guys were wondering, if you haven't garnered by now, yeah, the 8BitDo Pro 2 for Xbox, the Hall Effect version. Fantastic controller, highly recommend it, especially at the asking price. Like, for the price range, which is like $45 MSRP, like just under 50, it kind of blows my mind that it's actually cheaper than the Pro 2, like the Bluetooth Pro 2, because it feels better, like, than that controller, hands down. It's not even like, oh, maybe this one a little bit. No, it feels better. Like, very easily. But like, compatibility is a thing. So specifically, I wanted this one because I was like 99% sure it would work with the Wingman FGC2. It does. And like, I already had the other Pro 2 for Xbox, and I was like, this is cool, but there's an updated version that should be a little bit better, and it has Hall Effect sticks, so it won't get drift pretty much ever. Because like, the next controller I'm going to test in the next episode does have drift. It's not very much though, and I believe it's only on the left stick, I want to say. Oh, I don't think I finished that thought from before, right? So, thankfully I had the Dead Space remake like installed on my PS5 already. On that game, you can turn off the dead zones. Like, you can control them if you want dead zone, if you already have drift on your controller. But you can turn it all the way down to 0. Which I kind of forgot you could do that. But I was kind of looking through my library, be like, do I have a PS5 game on here that lets you control the controller, the analog stick dead zone? or do I have to re-download Cyberpunk? Because I know for a fact in that game you can turn off the dead zone. Like that was when that was the game where I figured out that my DualSense controller already had drift. I was pretty sure it did, but I wasn't sure how bad it was. The answer, about 9%, 10% probably. I don't really use that DualSense anymore. Honestly, I don't really use either of my DualSenses anymore. It's sometimes, but not for gaming. Like, I use the one that's in better condition pretty much just for turning on the PlayStation, like remotely. And then I keep it like kind of nearby as like a backup in case, like, because especially with the Wingman XE2, and again, it might have been partially because of the USB hub and various controllers, it would randomly disconnect sometimes. I have a feeling that was mostly because of the USB hub. But I can't say for sure one way or another. Yeah, not 100% positive on that. And I would rather... Because like right now, yeah, I would rather have it plugged into a hub. Because then it's kind of like... The hub is also like kind of like velcroed in place, so it's not going to move, and it's like out of the way and stuff. So that is a lot more convenient. Like right now, I don't like the solution that I'm using. Like the Wingman converter is just kind of sitting on the ground, because like, again, the cable for this new one is only like 2 meters. That is not long enough to reach the PlayStation. And so like I just have a USB extension cable plugged into the PlayStation, and then run that a little closer to where I sit for recording. And then from the USB extension cable, the Wingman converter, and then into the converter, plug in the controller. But I don't like doing that, one, because the converter is just kind of like on the ground. 2, then I'm like plugging things and unplugging things on the converter, which I don't like. And it would be a lot better if I could just like keep it in the PlayStation or next to the PlayStation, and then have an extension cable coming out of the converter, and then kind of like, do that, so I'm not like unplugging USB stuff into the converter like all the freaking time, thereby, wearing down the durability of that, because I've already had that issue with quite a few other devices where it's just like, oh, this USB port is starting to go. And I'm very careful with my USB ports, generally, but humans make mistakes, so like stuff happens. And yeah, it's just on some devices, if that USB port goes, it's bad. It's bad. That's part of the reason I don't like that the new Xbox one has like the new Pro 2 for Xbox. Kind of don't like that the cable is detachable. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool because in case something happens to the cable, you can just use a different one. But then that adds a different thing where now if something happens to the port, you're screwed. Like, but like, how do you deal with that aside from like, what's the other solution? I guess stuff breaks, right? So longevity wise, like I guess it's less likely for the USB-C port to get fucked up, especially if you're not using it that much, than it is for like a cable to go bad. So I guess between the two of those, like that is the better solution. I don't know. Like sometimes there's a good like workaround. Like on the DualSense, like they had a good idea because it's got like the port on around the headphone jack on the DualSense. This is one thing I do like about this design. It has like little connectors. They're just like contact connectors, kind of like gold-plated. Like literally right around the headset the 3.5 millimeter audio jack. And that's for like setting it on a charging stand as another way to charge the controller. Because yeah, if something happens to the USB-C port on top, you're not completely screwed. You can still charge the controller. But the thing is, it's not a perfect solution because there's no battery compartment. Like, I mean, there is obviously because there's a battery in there, but there's no way to get to it without fully disassembling the controller. So, Pro 2, the regular one, the Bluetooth one, it has a much better solution to that. Because, like, yeah, if for some devices you can plug it in and use it wired. Not with the adapter, at least it didn't seem to work on any of the modes. But for charging it, that's also how you charge the battery. But it has like a battery compartment thing where you can just take the battery out and use AA's instead. That you could either just use fresh AA's every time or use like rechargeable AA's, like I do that. And then like the charger is like a separate thing. So that way you're not completely screwed if that USB port happens to fail, you know? It's probably not going to, but at the same time, it's a longevity thing. That's like, it's a cool feature, you know? That may increase, you know, the lifespan of that controller. But the analog sticks are important. Like, and for like traditional, like the mass-produced like Alps sticks that they put in so many freaking controllers, like the DualSense being one of them, they just kind of suck and they're prone to drift. Like, I have two DualSenses, one that I'm pretty careful with and the other one that I was intentionally not careful with. Even the one that I've been careful with, like careful as fuck, it also has drift. Which sucks, because I haven't even beaten a full game with this fucking thing. Like, probably less than 100 hours on this controller, on this DualSense, that I've been very careful with. Like, actually, was there one? Actually, wait, no, Cyberpunk, I think. I think I beat Cyberpunk with that DualSense. PS5 version, when I got my PS5. That was one of the only games in my library where I was like, okay, this is going to be a very different experience from the PS4 version. Because, yeah, for like 2 years ago, in the early days of the PS5, like a lot of games, the PS4 version and the PS5 version were kind of indistinguishable, which is why I did a bunch of videos where I was like, should you play the PS4 version or the PS5 version on PS5? It was always a toss-up. So yeah, probably, yeah. I think that was the only time I really... Yeah. Anyway, the point is, I'm always very careful with the analog sticks on that controller. And yeah, it still has drift, which is so stupid, because I have plenty of other controllers that don't have Hall effect sticks. Like this new 8BitDo one, like it's literally the only one I have that has Hall effect sticks. Except for my old like Dreamcast controllers, but you know, yeah, I don't know. Can't really. It's not really multi-platform, and my Dreamcast kind of broke. So like, yeah, it's fine. Anyway, gonna get going. There are things I need to go do. And on the next episode, I will... which controllers do I still need to test? Like, extensively, I still need to put, like, more time into the testing process, because, like, especially when dealing with controllers and Rook adapters and stuff like that, sometimes there's only issues that will show up till like many hours later, so I think as far as the 8BitDo controllers go, I think there's only 2 more that I need to test. I think. I believe so. Actually, I still have my notes. I do have my notes. Okay, compatibility. Because some of these I say should work. Oh. The original 8BitDo Pro 2 for Xbox. Right. That one works. It feels pretty much exactly the same as the Wingman XE2. Okay, so the Pro 2, the wired Pro 2, which initially I loved that controller, but again, it started having issues after quite a bit of usage. And showed that it's not the most durable, which makes sense. It's the most budget-friendly Pro 2. Oh yeah, I was gonna test to see if the M30 2.4 gigahertz works. Okay. That wouldn't work for this game though, just because like it doesn't have analog sticks on it. You kinda need those. Although... Oh, actually you can map the D-pad to be an analog stick. Do we really need the right analog in this game? Oh, but there's no way to do the stick clicks. So we also wouldn't be able to lock on or eavesdrop? It wouldn't be great. It would work for other games, like Streets of Rage 4 I could play it on there. Like, that would work. That'd be enough inputs. But yeah, for this... Oh. The SN30 Pro Plus, I haven't checked that yet. I don't know if that'll work or not. Maybe? Maybe not. Probably not, actually, considering it's also primarily a Bluetooth controller. And, like, plugging it in, it will attempt to pair and then fail. Because for most of their Bluetooth controllers, like, even if you're using it in wired mode, you still have to pair it to the device first. It's kind of like how in PlayStation, if you want to use your DualSense in wired mode, like it still has to be like paired to the PlayStation, or like on the Switch, same thing. Which is why there's that option in the controller settings for like USB communication method. So I'm not going to worry about that. I mean, I will test it just because. Actually, no. I already know there's. Besides, I think that's paired to a different device, and I don't want to have to like repair it later because I don't use that controller as much, and for some devices I'm just like, oh, this is the controller I use. If it's already paired, I don't use it with other stuff because then I'll have to go through the pairing process again, and sometimes I just like pressing the button and then be like, boom, reconnect, go into the thing. Like, fewer steps equals better. So the M30 I probably will test, just not with this game. So I guess we just have, yeah, the Pro 2 wired controller and the SN30 Pro USB. Back before they started calling their wired controllers wired controllers. The weird oddity, but that was like the original 8-bit wired controller. Which I've made several videos on that controller before. They'll probably both work, to be real. Both of mine are pretty beat up because I've used them just a shitload. Yeah. Yeah. So... yeah, for the sake of being thorough, I'll see if some of those other ones connect. Yeah, next episode, it'll probably be the Pro 2 wired. Yeah, even though that one has drift. It shouldn't matter. I've measured the drift on that one before. It's about 7 degrees. This game has an internal dead zone. I think on both of the... Is it the same? These analog sticks are accurate as shit, so... yeah, that's about 7 to 10%, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's about the same on both sticks, actually. So it shouldn't matter. 'Cause yeah, last time I checked it was about 7 degrees on Pro 2 wired, so should not matter. Because it was my go-to for Armored Core 6, and it was never a problem for that game. But okay. Where... Pro 2... oh, that was like the first note. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. Well, guys, there you go. Get a free little, extra little rant at the end of the video. Okay, so I'm gonna get going. I'm going to put that in my other notes right now. So next episode is gonna be part 12. Okay. So everything before... that boss is done. Except... Hirata Estate, Bamboo Thicket Slope. Except the paths after Bamboo Thicket Slope. Explore there before fighting. Explore there just first. It's shorter. So that's what we'll do on the next one. And I will be using the 8BitDo Pro 2 wired controller with the Brook Wingman FGC2. I'm still not used to the name on that. And yeah, that'll be part 12. So, and depending on how long that takes, we might also do the boss fight for Hirata and finish up that whole area. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Do have to get going. I was hoping I'd have more time to do the other shit. That was like half an hour ago, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't sleep that well today, like last night, so I might just do it tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, before we get going, it is time once again for the outro, the special thanks, the updates, all that good stuff. And a very special thank you going out to the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novalis Draconis and Aaron Schick. Thank you so much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. Vastly helps out, very much appreciate it, and if you guys want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. There's also a link in the description that talks about becoming a channel member, and in case there's no join button for you. But yeah, membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's only 10 cents a day. You get to see into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on the channel via the members' choice polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full 7 days over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided here on the show. Unless I'm mistaken, I think this episode actually comes out in January? I don't know offhand, actually. This might be coming out like on the 31st. Or the 30th, maybe? This might be coming out before the end of 2024. I don't recall. If it is still 2024 for you, you can still vote on that poll. It's over on the membership tab, and because there is one active, it was posted on the 24th of December 2024, and will run, or did run, depending on if this comes out in January, till the end of the year. So, because they always go for a full 7 days. But yeah, that is deciding, or was deciding, an upcoming Retro Classic series. So not directly after Xenogears, but after that one. So, and the one for January is definitely coming up at some point. It'll probably be towards the end of the month. Once again, that's kind of been the trend lately. Or not trend, but pattern. It's kind of the same, slight differences. It's mostly just a difference of implications, though. The literal definition is pretty much the same. Yeah. Probably towards the end of January, that is more than likely going to be selecting the series that will be following Tears of the Kingdom. So, because there is still a good amount to that series, but it is going to be ending within the next, I don't know, couple months probably. There's still a lot more to do, but it is definitely closer to the end. It's going to be the largest series I've ever had, for sure. But this is an approximation of future announcements from the past, so if you guys want all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, totally get it, the bell doesn't work for me either, but there are four other ways you guys can stay up to date. The community tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, or the Discord. I always post on all four whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. That's gonna do it for now. Thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.